Ruth Bader Ginsburg was consistently one of the U.S. Supreme Court's moderate to liberal members. First as a lawyer, then a judge and a justice, she believed the Constitution guaranteed women greater rights.
Over the course of now over 2 centuries, it has grown and developed so that more and more people are included in that concept, we the people.
Rejected after law school for a Supreme Court clerkship because she was a woman, she began her legal career as a law professor and pioneering advocate for women's legal rights, successfully arguing a string of cases before the Supreme Court that made it easier to sue for sex discrimination. It was President Carter who first appointed her to be a federal judge.
She has genuinely distinguished herself.
Then in 1993, President Clinton put her on the Supreme Court, making her the second woman justice.
It contributes to the end of the days when women, at least half the talent pool in our society, appear in high places only as one-at-a-time performers.
At her confirmation hearing, she clearly stated her support for the right to abortion.
This is something central to a woman's life, to her dignity.
And as a justice, she voted to uphold abortion rights. She wrote the court's opinion putting an end to the men-only policy at VMI, the Virginia Military Institute, saying it was based on outmoded stereotypes. She joined the court's majorities in striking down the death penalty for juveniles and in ruling that, quote, death is not a suitable punishment for a mentally retarded criminal. She also voted to roll back Bush administration policies in the war on terror. A blistering opinion in a case about equal pay for women renewed her standing as a feminist icon.
We welcome today Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
She was nicknamed Notorious RBG, a play on a rapper's name, and featured in a documentary movie.
I am 84 years old and everyone wants to take a picture with me.
She married a fellow student in college, Martin Ginsburg. They had 2 children. Years later, she recalled receiving some practical advice on her wedding day.
It pays, Mother said, it pays sometimes to be a little deaf. I have followed that advice with only occasional lapses, not only at home, but in the places I have worked, and even in relating to my colleagues at the Supreme Court.
A passionate opera fan, she appeared in several Washington productions in full costume but in silent roles. Regular checkups and early intervention helped her recover from 3 surgeries for colon, pancreatic, and lung cancer. And doctors inserted a stent after discovering blockage in a heart artery. She missed surprisingly few days on the bench. But now the court's most powerful liberal justice is gone. Pete Williams, NBC News at the Supreme Court.
And Pete joins us now. Pete, what more do we know tonight about Justice Ginsburg's death?
Well, the court said she died today at her home here in Washington, that she was surrounded by family members. And they say the cause of death was pancreatic cancer, which, of course, is what everyone was fearing when that was diagnosed. The Chief Justice, John Roberts, has issued a statement tonight. He says, our nation has lost a jurist of historic stature. We at the Supreme Court have lost a cherished colleague. Today we mourn, but with confidence that future generations will remember Ruth Bader Ginsburg as we knew her, a tireless and resolute champion of justice. Lester.
And Pete, we know the conversations are going on right now in the halls of power. What could this mean for the balance of the court?
Well, it leaves it now a Supreme Court with 2 issues. Number one, it's a tied Supreme Court, just 8 justices. The last time we went through this, after the death of Antonin Scalia, the court sort of sat back and didn't make any important decisions. But now you have a court that's with 8 justices, 5 solid conservatives, and just 3 justices on the other side. So will this be a term in which they want to go ahead and try to make as many decisions as they can? And remember, Lester, just the week after the presidential election, the court hears a very important case on the future of Obamacare, and this Supreme Court could be called upon to make decisions about the presidential election if, as in 2000, a case about the election ends up in the Supreme Court.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.